Get ready to venture into Copperdale, the lush world that comes with the high school years expansion pack. It's made up of 3 areas totaling 4 lots and can be summed up by one pop star's wise words from 2007. Give me more. We're going to jump into everything that this world offers, and while I wouldn't say the world is bad, I will admit that Brittany's words will ring true in almost every aspect, as it just feels a little undercooked. Let's start out with the most eventful neighbourhood, being Plumbite Cove. This features a central theme park surrounded by lush coastal residential areas on either side. We're going to start to the left of the theme park when facing it from the water. This area sports a rocky shoreline with a fishing spot, and the winding paths inland can be a great place for your Sims to go jogging. There are lots of cute flowers to run through, and even a bench or two to stop and sit at. It's a good place to scout for collectibles as well, and there's a snapdragon plant tucked away towards the back of the area. Also towards the back of the area, you'll notice a stream, and if you follow it around, it will lead to a rather cool hangout area complete with a couch. It can be a great spot for rebellious teenagers to visit, or even for homeless Sims, with the makeshift plant bridge and nearby graffiti setting the scene. Also, if you have the Outdoor Retreat game pack, or the Snowy Escape expansion pack, then you can even consider setting up a tent and camping there. To the right of the theme park is more of the same with a few notable spots. Firstly, along the shoreline there's a little jetty, and at the end there's a nice little area where you can hang out with another Sim, complete with cute lights. In the middle of the space there's also a small swimmable lagoon or lake, which can just feel very private and a little bit romantic, and it even has a fishing spot. And just up from this little sanctuary is a space with lots of beautiful purple flowers too. Must say I am a fan of the purple flowers. And now it's time for the theme park. The space outside the entry point is rather uneventful, but there's also a sneaky sideway in. And near this sideway in are bathrooms, because there are actually none inside the theme park. Right near the main entrance is a photo booth, which is great for the memories. Well, the memories and high risk, high reward woohoo. Now there are 3 rides in the park, being the cuddle carts, the haunted house, and the Ferris wheel. You can ride on these solo, which I absolutely do not recommend, or you can ride on them with another Sim, which I absolutely do recommend. These are rabbit hole interactions, but thankfully, when you ride them, there's a chance that you'll get a text pop-up event, and if riding with another Sim, then this can affect your friendly or romantic relationship with them. It can also help you to discover their romantic orientation, or even spark Sims to have various sentiments about one another, such as forming a crush or even getting suspicious or trusting sentiments of each other, depending on how you react to the text pop-ups. On top of this, riding rides can occasionally grant various moodlets, and if riding the rides doesn't excite your Sim, then maybe riding something else on the rides will. That's right, all 3 of the rides are woohoo locations. We won't talk about the logistics and the theme park goers that you scar. We'll just focus on the good times as your Sims make love. Note that woohoo on the rides can give text pop-up journeys, which can make it that little bit more fun. Also at the amusement park is an ice cream store that occasionally opens so that your Sims can get their sugar fix. There's a food court style area too that features a food stall as well as a performance space and a chess set. Because if you're not going to theme parks to play chess, then what are you even doing? Like, did you really even go? It's also worth mentioning that you can swim in the water around the theme park, and although you can visit the amusement park at any time, atmosphere-wise it really does come to life at night and make for a great setting to snap some pictures while out with family or friends. We're now moving on to the Prescott Square neighborhood, and overall this feels a little bit like a hub within a moderately populated town. While a lot of it is just buildings that you can't interact with, there are some cool points of interest too. Notably, the rather large and gorgeous park near the library. There's a gazebo style building with a bench that overlooks a sparkling pond here, as well as a miner statue which is a nice nod to the world's history. There's also some play equipment, and even a cool fountain with a chess set nearby. A little up from the park, there's a small communal dining area with a few tables and chairs, and there are toilets nearby as well. From the toilets, a large path leads to a secluded residential lot with what I shall call a country-style mini mansion on it. Now, if we head all the way over to the area filled with lots of buildings, there's actually a cute spot with a food stall and some outdoor dining options that can really make for a nice date location, especially with the outdoor lights that come to life at night. The neighborhood also features a walking path along the shoreline with a small and admittedly rather dull picnic area connected to it. And along this shoreline, you'll also notice a haunted house. There's a winding path that leads to this house, and at night this spot will become extra spooky with fog all around and non-interactable ghosts that appear. It's now time to head over to the final area, being Rock Ridge Heights. This is made up of only 2 lots, being Copperdale High School and its associated auditorium. So you're not really living here, but rather just visiting whenever your teen sims go to school. And that's probably a good thing, because there isn't heaps going on. To the left of the school is a car park, which to its credit does feature some very colourful parking spots. To the right of the school is what I would call an outdoor assembly area, which I guess is nice. And across the road from here is a small building with a few vending machines and a bathroom out the front. Finally, out the back behind the school is a large track and field oval. It seems very exciting until you realize that the only interactable features in the large space are the permanently stationed cheerleading mat and the bathrooms. That's right, you can't even have your sims jog around the clearly marked out track. The somewhat redeeming feature here is that often school-related events will happen on the field, such as the football and cheerleading team sports days, which gives you a decent reason to actually go and visit here. My true feelings though are still with 2007 Britney. That's right, give me more. But, well, there's no more to give because we're actually at the end. That's a look at all the secrets and features of the Copperdale world. If you enjoyed or found this helpful, then please subscribe and leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And have an amazing day. See you later.